Icon series.
Morning children. So today in this lesson we are going to learn a new concept, and that is about the states and union territories of our country, India. So we know one thing very well, that India is a very big state. So it's so big that the east-west direction. In the east-west direction, the country is around 3,000 kilometers long, and the northwest direction of the north-south, not northwest, north-south direction, the country is around 3,200 kilometers long. Okay, it's not a small country. Clear? It's 3,000 kilometers long in east-west direction, and it is a 3,200 kilometers long in a north-south direction. Then it has a population of around how many? 120 crores. Isn't it? The total population of India is above 120 crores, and it is the second largest populated country. It is the second largest populated country after China in the world, and in its area it is the seventh largest country. Okay. So in area, India is the seventh largest country, and in population it is the second largest country. And the kind of government that we have is a democratic government. So what do you mean by a democratic government? It's a system of government where the people have the right to select or to elect who should rule them. Okay? So it is a system of government in which the people of the country selects the people, their representatives we call, who should rule the country, who should take care of their well-beings or welfare programs and all. Okay, so we have seen it's a very big country, and it is one of the largest democratic countries in the world. Who is the head of the nation? Who is the head of the nation? The head of the nation is the President of India. Okay. Okay. So the President is the head of the nation, and he is assisted by a Prime Minister, and a cabinet of ministers. Okay, so this is what the structure of our government is in the central ministry. Okay. So President is the head of the nation. The governance is basically done by the Prime Minister and a cabinet of ministers. Cabinet of ministers is a group of senior ministers who decide the programs that are to be implemented in our country. Right? Now, is it possible for a group of people to sit somewhere and take care of the entire aspects of this large nation? Is it possible? It's not possible. It is not at all possible, because if they are sitting somewhere here in the northern part, they may not be able to even know what exactly is happening in these regions. If they are sitting somewhere here, They do not know anything about what is happening in other regions. And is it possible for them to be everywhere? Then they cannot sit together and decide what to do. No? Okay. So this is one of the major problems that we had in our country, and we have successfully overcome this by dividing our nation into smaller geographical units, and that is what we call the states. Okay, so states are divisions that we can find on our country, which is basically done on the basis of a language. Okay, so the states in India are basically divided based on the language we use there. Right? Some regions, see, every state has its own government. As the entire nation has a set of governance system which is headed by the president, then taken care by the prime minister and the cabinet of ministers. Every state has a governor, then a chief minister, and again a cabinet of ministers. Right? So in the central system, the head of the government is the president. The governance is basically done by the prime minister and the cabinet of ministers. When it comes to the state level, the head of the state is governor, but the governance is done basically through chief minister and the cabinet of ministers. Some regions are actually taken care by the central government itself. Even though there are so many states, there are some small regions which are actually taken care by the central government itself. They are called union territories. They are called the union territories. Okay. So altogether in India we have 28 states and 8 union territories. The whole India is divided into 28 states and 8 union territories. Right? So in this lesson, what we are going to learn is which are these 28 states and 8 union territories, where are they located, and what are their capitals. Right? So as India has a capital called New Delhi, every state has a capital city from where the entire governance is happening. Right? So in this lesson, what today we are going to learn is which are these 28 states in India, which are the 8 union territories in India, and which are their capitals. Right? Okay. So this is a map of India, and here we can see the outlines of the different states in India. Right? So now we will start with the states one by one. Okay? So the states will be actually explained in the alphabetic order of its name. Right? That is because it's quite easy to learn and understand also. So the first state is Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh. Amaravati is the capital, and that is shown here. Right? So the first state of India is Andhra Pradesh, and the capital is Amaravati. Right? The next state, Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh. The capital is Itanagar. The capital is Itanagar. The third state, Assam. The third state of India is Assam. Its capital is Dispur. The state capital of Assam is Dispur. The next state is Bihar. The next state of India is Bihar, and the capital of Bihar is Patna. What's the capital of Bihar? Patna. Right? The next state, Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is the next state, and the capital of Chhattisgarh is Raipur. What's the capital of Chhattisgarh? Raipur. The next one, Goa. the smallest state in India? The smallest state in India is Goa. It's here, and the capital is Panaji. What is the capital of the smallest state of India? Goa, Panaji. Right? The next one, Gujarat. Gujarat, the capital is Gandhinagar. Right? The capital of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. The next state, Haryana. One of the northern states. Haryana, the capital is Chandigarh. Chandigarh is the co-capital of two states, Haryana and Punjab. We will come to that later. So the state is Haryana and its capital is Chandigarh. Next state, Himachal Pradesh, which is also known as the apple state of India. One of the most leading apple producers in India. Himachal Pradesh, the capital is Shimla. What's the capital of Himachal Pradesh? Shimla. The next one, Jharkhand. The next state is Jharkhand. The capital is Ranchi. The capital of Jharkhand is Ranchi. The next one, Karnataka. Karnataka, the capital is Bangalore. What is the capital of Karnataka? Bangalore. Right? Next one, Kerala. The capital of Kerala is Thiruvananthapuram. Capital is Thiruvananthapuram. Right? The next one, Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh. The capital is Bhopal. Okay? The next one, Maharashtra. Maharashtra. The capital is Mumbai. The capital is Mumbai. The next state, Manipur. One of the smallest states in India, and that also in the northeastern region of India. This is Manipur, and the capital is Imphal. Manipur, Imphal. Okay. The next state, Meghalaya. The state is called Meghalaya, just below Assam, and the capital of Meghalaya is Shillong. The capital of Meghalaya is Shillong. The next one, Mizoram. Mizoram. The capital is Aizawl. What is the capital of Mizoram? Aizawl. Right? The next one, Nagaland. This is Nagaland, and the capital is Kohima. The capital of Nagaland is Kohima. The next state, Odisha. The name of the state is Odisha, and this is the capital, Bhubaneswar. The capital of Odisha is Bhubaneswar. The next one, Punjab. Punjab. Punjab shares its capital with Haryana. Both of them have a common capital, and that is Chandigarh. So what is the capital of Punjab? Chandigarh. The next one, Rajasthan. One of the biggest states in India. Rajasthan, the capital is Jaipur. The capital of Rajasthan is Jaipur. The next one, Sikkim. Another smaller states in India, very small. Sikkim. The capital is Gangtok. The capital of Sikkim is Gangtok. The next one, Tamil Nadu. The capital of Tamil Nadu is Chennai. The capital of Tamil Nadu is Chennai. The next one, Telangana. One of the newly born states in India. Telangana. The capital is Hyderabad. Next one, Tripura. Tripura. The capital is Agartala. What is the capital of Tripura? Agartala. Right? The next one, Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh. It was big earlier, now it is not that big. Uttar Pradesh, the capital is Lucknow. What is the capital of Uttar Pradesh? Lucknow. The next one, Uttarakhand. Capital is Dehradun. One of the most famous hill stations in India. Dehradun is the capital of Uttarakhand. Next, West Bengal. The last state in India is West Bengal, and we have Calcutta as its capital. Right? So these are the 28 states we have in India. Right? So children, we have already seen that there are 8 regions in India which are among the states but ruled by the central government. They are called the union territories. Okay. So there are 8 such union territories in India, and in that, in the alphabetic order, the first one is the Andaman Nicobar Islands, the group of islands that is actually located in the Bay of Bengal region. That is the first union territory in India, and the capital of this particular union territory, named Andaman and Nicobar Islands, a group of islands, is Port Blair. Right? So there is a group of islands that is marked inside that red circle. And in that you can see a black dot in that, and that is the island which is named as Port Blair, right? So Andaman and Nicobar Islands is the first union territory in India, and that is a group of islands located in the Bay of Bengal, and that is the capital of this region is Port Blair. The next one is the union territory of Chandigarh. We have already seen the region of Chandigarh actually is the capital for both the states of Punjab and Haryana, isn't it? Yes. So Chandigarh itself is declared as a union territory, which has a capital also as a Chandigarh itself. That is the second union territory in India, right? Chandigarh, which is actually the capital of both Punjab and Haryana. It's a single region which actually is the capital of both Punjab and Haryana. 2 states, they have a single capital, right? So that region itself is a union territory. Its capital also is a Chandigarh. Right? The next one is Dadra Nagar Haveli. So there are 2 small regions just below Gujarat. Just below Gujarat, and it shares its boundary with Gujarat and Maharashtra. Okay. One is called Dadra and the second is Nagar Haveli. 2 small regions are there, and its capital is Silvassa. What is the capital of Dadra and Nagar Haveli? Silvassa. Right? So the next one, National Capital Territory of Delhi. So we know Delhi is a state. It's also Delhi is also the capital of India, isn't it? Yes. So in that state itself, there is a region which is actually a union territory, which is a National Capital Region or a territory of New Delhi. Right? So that is the next union territory in India. Its capital is Delhi itself. Right? Now the next one, yes, Jammu and Kashmir. So until last year, Jammu and Kashmir was a state of India, but recently that was divided into 2 union territories. One is Jammu and Kashmir, and the second is Ladakh. Right? So Jammu and Kashmir is what we have, what we can see on the map is a new Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory region. It has 2 capitals actually. Srinagar is a summer capital and Jammu is a winter capital. Because it's very cold in Srinagar during the winter season, and it is quite impossible for the ministers to meet and all, right? So during the winter season, all the administrative works will be shifted to Jammu, and during summer they will go back to Srinagar. Okay? So Jammu and Kashmir is the next union territory. It has 2 capitals, Srinagar and Jammu. Right? The next one, Ladakh. So this is another region that was actually cut off from the old Jammu and Kashmir, the state, right? So Ladakh, just like Jammu and Kashmir, again has 2 capitals, Leh during the summer and Ladakh during the winter. Okay? So just as what is the state of Jammu and Kashmir, like Srinagar and Jammu, Ladakh, the union territory, also has 2 capital regions. One is Leh, which is the capital during the summer season, and Ladakh, the capital during the winter season. Right? Okay, the next one, Lakshadweep Islands. Just like we have this Andaman Nicobar Islands and the Bay of Bengal on the eastern side of India, we have another group of islands on the western side in the Arabian Sea. Right? So they actually look like a group of scattered islands, like as we may throw some stones into a playground or so. There are a group of islands just got scattered over there, right? So they are known as the Lakshadweep Islands. You can see the islands marked inside that red circle, Okay, so that is the Lakshadweep Islands, and in that the big black dot denotes an island over there which is named as a Kavaratti, right? So Kavaratti is the capital of Lakshadweep Islands, another union territory in India. Next one, Puducherry. Puducherry is actually a region in Tamil Nadu, but that is a union territory. Okay, so Puducherry is a union territory, and its capital is Pondicherry. Okay, so earlier this union territory also was named as Pondicherry, but recently its name was changed to Puducherry, and its capital is Pondicherry. Right. So these are the 8 union territories that we have in India. Okay. So children, now we will have all the 28 states and 8 union territories on a single map. Okay, and we will have the names and details of the states and the capitals and the union territories and its capitals on a single screen. Right. So the first state is Andhra Pradesh, Amaravati. Second one, yes, Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar, Assam, Dispur. Third one. Fourth one, Bihar, Patna. Bihar, Patna. Next one, Chhattisgarh, Raipur. Chhattisgarh, Raipur. Next one, Goa, the smallest state I have said you, Goa, Panaji. The next one, Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Next, Haryana, Chandigarh. Next, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla. Jharkhand, Ranchi. Then Karnataka, Bangalore is the capital. Then Kerala, Trivandrum is the capital. The next is Madhya Pradesh, which has Bhopal as its capital. Then Maharashtra, Mumbai. Manipur, Imphal. The capital of Manipur is Imphal. Then Meghalaya, Shillong. Shillong, right? The next one, Mizoram, Aizawl. Mizoram, Aizawl. Nagaland, Kohima. Nagaland, Kohima. The next one, Odisha, Bhubaneswar. This is the state of Odisha. This is a Bhubaneswar. Next, Punjab. Punjab. Punjab and Haryana share the same capital, Chandigarh. Yeah. Next one, Rajasthan, the biggest state, and the capital is Jaipur. The next one, Sikkim, a small Himalayan state we have here, Sikkim, and the capital is Gangtok. The next one, Tamil Nadu, the capital is Chennai. Next, Telangana, the capital is Hyderabad. Then Tripura, this one, Tripura, Agartala. Then Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. Then we have Uttarakhand, Dehradun is the capital of Uttarakhand. And then the last one of the 28th state is West Bengal. This entire region is West Bengal. The capital is Kolkata, the second largest city in India. Right? Now, the union territories. The first union territory is Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and the capital is Port Blair. Here we have. The second one is Chandigarh, the common capital of both Haryana and Punjab. That is Chandigarh. The next one, Dadar and Nagar Haveli. This one here. The capital is Silvassa. Then we have a national capital region of New Delhi. This one, the national capital region of New Delhi. The capital is Delhi again. The next one is Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier, these two were together, a single state, right? Now it is divided into 2 union territories. So this is Jammu. Jammu has 2 capitals. Srinagar, the first one, the topmost one, during the summer season, and Jammu, the bottom one, in the winter season. Then Ladakh. Ladakh also has 2 capital regions. One is Leh, during the summer season, and the second is Ladakh during the winter season, right? The next one is another island group that we have in the Arabian Sea, that is called Lakshadweep. The capital is Kavaratti, right? The next one, Puducherry. In the state of Tamil Nadu, we have Puducherry. The capital is Pondicherry, right? So this is the list of the complete states and union territories of India, right? So now you will have this same screen in front of you for another minute so that you can have a better look at it, right? So we have already seen that every map is made upon the 4 directions, isn't it? So this is called the north, this is the south, this is the east, and this is the west of India, isn't it? So as far as India is concerned geographically, this is the north, this is the south, this is the east, and this is the west, isn't it? So based on these 4 directions, we have grouped the states into different groups, right? So these are the eastern states, these are the northeastern part of it, this is the northern side, this is the western side, this is the southern side, and this is the central part of India. So these 2 states, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, are known as the central states of India because they lie in the center part of the country. Isn't it? Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, they are in the central part of the country, and these 2 states are that because of this reason known as the central states of India, right? The next one, see this part, this region is in the north at the same time in the east, isn't it? It's in the northern part, at the same time it is in the eastern part. So this region is actually known as the northeastern part of India. What is this region called? The northeastern part of India. So the states that actually lie in this region is also known as the northeastern states of India. Okay, so Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, then Nagaland, Manipur are the states in a northeastern region. Which are they? Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland. Right? So these states are known as the northeastern states of India. Now the next one. This is actually in the northern part of India, isn't it? They are in the northern part of India, and that is why this region is called the North Indian states. Okay, the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Then we have Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. Which are the states? Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, the Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Right? So they are the states and the union territories in the northern regions of India. The next one is the South Indian states. South Indian states. They are Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Which are they? Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu are the South Indian states. Right? Now, the next one is the eastern states, so the western states. The western states means the states that lie on the western side of India. This is the eastern side, this is the western side, right? So the states that lie in the western side of India include Gujarat, Maharashtra and Goa, right? Which are the three western states of India? Gujarat, Maharashtra and Goa, right? So these are the eastern states of India. Okay, so these are the states which lies in the eastern part of India, and that is why this region is known as the eastern. These states are known as the eastern states, right? So the eastern states are Odisha, West Bengal, Jharkhand and Bihar, right? So which are the eastern states? Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Odisha, right? So we have northeast, east, north, central, west and southern regions into which the states are divided, right? So that is the lesson part as far as this lesson, the states and the union territories of India is concerned, right? So in the next class we will deal with the activity part of this, right? So till we meet the next class with the activity part, stay home, take care, bye.